Okay, now from the Super Falcons, I'll talk about the dream team. Taiwo Awoniyi, that's the wave of the moment right now. Now, everyone is talking about the fact that, look, this guy is ripe for the Super Eagles, but some people feel he's really not ripe enough. What's your view?
I think he should keep playing with the underage side. He's 17.
For
starting, come on, he's 17. It's 17, 18 thereabouts.
Yeah.
So, why are you laughing, Cecilia? It's his age. He's 17. That's what's on his passport. You know, he's 17 now. So definitely, he just graduated from the 17 side to the Flying Eagles. They've not even played at the World Cup yet. You know, they're still on the 23 side. If he has a good showing at the World Cup, there's a possibility that he might be drafted to the under 23 team, where the Olympics is next year. You know, so maybe after that, maybe when he plays at the Under 20 World Cup, and if we can qualify for the Olympics too, and he gets to play those tournaments, the All Africa Games and the Olympics, then we'll begin to clamor for his inclusion into.
Do you think? I mean, because of his, his position, with the Under 23 team, of course, with the Flying Eagles. Now, looking at the Super Eagles, do we really have a player as talented as he is presently? The crop of Super Eagles we have right now.
You can make an argument for some players that haven't actually had the chance at the
I'm talking about the present crop of players we have now. We've been using over time.
You would include Johnny Gallo in that list.
Okay, one.
You would include Brani Day in that list.
Okay.
There's Anthony Uja. You know, those guys are actually playing in Europe and scoring goals. Like I said,
because we have them, so Taiwo Awoniyi will have to wait till maybe 2017.
I'm not saying he should wait. I'm just saying that let him play at the Under 20 World Cup. Let him play at the All Africa Games and at the Olympics if we qualify.
So after that,
then the Olympics is just next year.
Yes,
it's Rio 2016.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm projecting. 2017, 2018.
Yeah, about then. If we get to play some friendly games, you can bring him up into the team. Let's see what he can get to offer. Let's see how he will gel with the national side. But I think we should ease him into the team, because I know how Nigerians are. We are quick to sing the praises of a player, and immediately, maybe if he plays one game, he doesn't have the best of days. He becomes a very bad player. So you can go on and start talking about players that have just been able to get one cap for the Super Eagles because they didn't play well on that debut. And the rest, everybody will forget about them. So I think he should be eased into the team. We shouldn't ride on the euphoria of what he's doing right now and say, you know what, take him straight to the national side, that if he doesn't perform, then you'll kill his confidence as a young boy.
Okay, well, that's Taiwo Awoniyi for you. What your opinion is that it should be eased gradually, maybe from 2017, according to you, but not me. But I think it's really ripe enough, because if you check the crop of under 20 players right now, I think these are the best players we've had for a long time at this particular level. Now, okay, from football, now go straight to athletics. What's happening there? Well, Athletics Federation of Nigeria is actually planning to enforce the anti-doping regulations in Nigeria, and this will obviously, affect players ranked top 20 in the country. They will be tested, and it's going to be random testing, and any athlete that is not available for such testing, well, it will be assumed that the athlete is actually violating he will constitute a doping violation when he's not making him or herself available for the testing. And this is actually coming from the AFN Technical Director, Omishaye Nesiama, and he confirmed that this test will be done randomly, and it's going to be in and out of competition. So all athletes, whenever they are called upon, they should be ready to be tested, and failure to do that, well, they'll definitely be facing some sanction. Another thing is, by tomorrow you'll be having the African Athletics Championship final selection trials taking place tomorrow at Yaba College of Technology here in Lagos, and of course it will also be the AFN second all-comers games competition. So this second all-common games is going to be used as a trials, also selections for the African Youth Athletics Championship. And don't forget that the Warri Golden League is also taking place next month. Of course, some of the athletes picked from here will also be the ones that will represent Nigeria in that particular competition. Okay, now just take a look at the papers a little bit before we go for a short break. What are the papers are talking about now? We're starting with the Soccer Star, and the big one here is Atletico Real Madrid epic battle. Bill Mandzukic past fitness test. Pepe is also dreading opponents, so they are all ready for that game. And Mourinho breaks Wenger and Fergie's record. He wants Miranda very, very cheap. Okay, now looking at the next paper, I think that's where you have most of the big headlines. and this one is under 23 Eagles face Ghana and Egypt test. And Victor Ikpeba's verdict, okay, is actually taking your line. Awoni is not ripe for the Super Eagles. Okay, that's what he's saying. And Musa is a Complete Sports Player of the Month. You'll find the details of that in Complete Sports. And PSG is plotting Aguero swap and Giroud. He said he almost joined Celtic. I think he's happy now that he didn't join them. Then at 37, Drogba vows to play on. He's not ready to retire. And Courtois is saying that catches if you can. Chelsea have 7 more games to go, and of course the other teams have just 6. And remember, they still need to play Man United and of course Arsenal and even Liverpool for them to see if they can get their hands on that title. And if they're able to win 4 games in a row, of course the title will obviously be theirs. Okay, now talking about the Champions League, well, Mario Suarez is talking about the fact that they're used to Real Madrid, but this time around they just want to ensure that they are able to win. They've beaten them already 4 times this season. But meeting in the Champions League, this is definitely a different stage. Let's listen to Mario Suarez. We'll come back, we'll talk on what happened yesterday, Monday Night Football, and of course more on the Champions League.
We forget about that. It's the past. We are focused on the present. That is the quarterfinals of this year against Real Madrid. So it's going to be a beautiful game for all the people, and we hope that we can win this time.
Okay, let's go from Mario Suarez. Okay. Oh, yesterday night, well, before we go to the Champions League proper, Liverpool and Newcastle, it ended in favor, of course, of Liverpool. But the game wasn't really something you would say it was a fantastic, but Liverpool had to hold on to get that result, which was really crucial for them.
Yeah, like I was talking about it with my colleague this morning. We saw the game together last night, and he said he felt that the result flattered Liverpool. But hey, at times like this, you don't care how it comes.
They weren't supposed to win the game.
What you care about is the result. We saw Chelsea against QPR at the weekend, and a lot of people could say QPR deserved to get at least the points from that game, but Chelsea held on, showed their resolve, and they got to win that game. The race for the Champions League spot is on now. Manchester City have been drawn into it. Liverpool are just behind them. There is Southampton, there is Tottenham. So definitely they need to get all the good results they can. Any way they can get it, they will take it. So Liverpool, good one yesterday, getting 2 goals from Raheem Sterling, and the man that doesn't score, Joe Allen. That's why sometimes it's even difficult for you to remember who scored that goal. Joe Allen, getting those goals, and so it has helped them up the table. They are in 5th place now, a point behind City. So definitely it's getting really interesting.
Really tough,
in the Champions League places in England, and I cannot wait to see how it pan out at the end of the season.
Okay, let's wait. 6 more games to go for Chelsea. They have 7. Now, talking about the UEFA Champions League, 2 games will be decided tonight. Of course, the big one is the Madrid derby, where you have Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, and also you have Juve and Monaco. For Monaco, well, they said obviously, they are not outsiders. They just want to see how they can beat Juve. They're going to do this biggest upset for me. Now, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, they've been meeting, countless numbers of times. You can't even remember how many times they've met and all of that. Looking at the game, how prepared are Real Madrid for this game? Because I believe they will definitely be the one to want to get it all out.
Yeah, I think I was talking about it this morning. I think Atletico have a mental edge over Real Madrid right now. The last 6 games, Madrid have not won any. Atletico have won 4. Of course, that is dominance, whether you like it or not. They've dominated the Madrid derby. We even saw the Champions League. They capitulated after they conceded that goal, just at the tail end of that game. That was why Madrid could run up before 1 scoreline, and it looks like, on paper you would think it was all that easy. But looking at this one, it's going to be hard for Madrid. They need to get off that mental block.
They're playing at home.
It doesn't matter. They don't care.
This is the Champions League.
But another thing is that you would say Atletico Madrid are not the same thing from last season.
Yes.
But despite that, they've still beaten Madrid this season, like twice already this season. So Griezmann has added something different. Diego Costa was there. He was direct and everything. But Griezmann has added pace. Mandzukic has the power. He has the presence in the box. Torres is back, wanting to prove a point. It was going to be very hard for Madrid this particular one. I don't know, but I'm sticking slightly towards Atletico edging this tie. going through.
Now, Monaco and Juve, there's another one. Juve
Monaco have lost their surprise element. They used it up against Arsenal, going to the Emirates, stunning Arsenal with a 3-1 victory. Juventus will be prepared for that. They are an Italian side. They know how to defend. Definitely, the first game will be happening in Italy. So I don't think Monaco will surprise Juve. Juve are ready for them, and I think Juve will get this one.
Okay, well, you will get this one, of course. Well, for them, they said they're definitely not an outsider. They feel they can also compete, and beating Arsenal actually proved that point. And for Juve, beating Borussia Dortmund, getting here is still another huge one. You will see. We'll see what's going to happen. And this is just the first leg, of course. You still have the second leg, but sometimes whatever happened now can actually
that's how Monaco qualified, getting that 3-1 victory at the Emirates. That was how they qualified.
Now, talking about Jordan Spieth. 21, first major. Now, remember when Tiger Woods started winning his majors? This was also the first one he won. Now, it's actually drawing comparison between these two stars. Both of them American, 21. The difference is that Tiger Woods was 5 months younger when he won his own. But Jordan Spieth.
Another difference, you would say. Yes, Tiger Woods was 5 months younger when he won the Masters. Okay. But the course is not the same now.
It's tougher right now.
It's longer. And so I think Jordan's achievement is quite remarkable, if not better than what Tiger did. Golf needs a superstar. Before Tiger Woods, before Tiger Woods, golf was just there on the periphery. It had its own crowd, it had its own face, but it didn't break out into like other sports, getting people interested. But Tiger Woods has done a lot for the game of golf. So, and he's on the way out right now. Although he might want to argue with you on that particular one. So yes, golf needs this kind of players.
Another superstar.
They need Rory McIlroy, they need Jordan Spieth, they need players to get the populace, the whole world interested in the sport. So good work for Jordan Spieth getting that. He's been showing promise from a long time ago. So I think it's well deserved. He got that one, winning ahead of Phil Mickelson, Justin Rose. Justin Rose had a superb final round. But the thing about Jordan Spieth's victory was that he was leader. He was the leader from the start, from the first day, to the end. It's been a long time somebody led wire to wire to win the Augustas. So definitely, it's a very, very big achievement for Jordan Spieth. We just hope that he would continue and not, tail off somewhere.
Yeah, currently he's world number 2. And of course, when Tiger Woods also won it own, he ended the year as number 2. That's another one. And of course, before he actually got to win his first major, that time he has already won 5 top victories. And he has finished, top, I think, about 6 times in the top 10. Simply with Tiger Woods, the difference was that he had 6 top victories already. Then also he had, 6 top 10 finishes. Another thing is, we just hope and wait and see what's going to happen to this young man, if he will be the one to actually replace Tiger Woods. But so far, what he did at Augusta at the weekend, it's something fantastic. You would say it was really, really fantastic. Okay, Chinese, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Always a pleasure, Cecilia.
We'll leave with pitches coming from Monte Carlo, where you have 12-seed Roberto Batista and John Isner actually through to the second round. For Batista, he was able to beat Benjamin Becker of Germany 6-love, 6-2, while Isner defeated were Steve Johnson, both of them American, 6-4, 6-4. Enjoy that, and of course you know that world number 1, Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, all of them will definitely, they got a bye, in this tournament. They will definitely, yes, including defending champions, Stan Wawrinka, they got a bye. They'll be starting in the second round. But just enjoy the highlights coming from these stars. Bye for now.
match aller 6-4, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4.